Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A happy Thursday to you all. At least I think it's Thursday. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday to you all. Hopefully your week is going well. We have got brand new music to check out, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is their first comeback, because we're jumping back on board with virtual girl group MAVE, I'm being pedantic, but MAVE are back with brand new music. And, well, I'm very much excited for it. Their debut, Pandora, earlier on the year, was a very good song, and I've listened to it actually quite a bit more than I expected to. It's one of those K-pop songs that I essentially keep one big K-pop playlist on Spotify, and it's a song that likes to appear a lot in my shuffles, and I'm not really mad at it, though, because it's quite a good song. It's got a nice EDM bop to it, it's very punchy, it's very loud, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I was kind of wondering when they were going to release new music, but they're back and they've got new music. I check out the MV for I think it's a title track, What's My Name. I'm pretty sure this drop was an EP as well. I'm holding off on album listen just because life is hectic with a capital H at the moment. But I'm very excited to get into it. So let's check it out one time. DJ, roll the intro. One of my concerns going into their debut was I wasn't really sure how to perceive what a digital girl group was going to be like. Of course, we've had Riot do their KDA project. We had Girls Reverse a little bit more earlier on in the year, and we know the voices behind those groups and the artists and the members involved with those groups. With MAVE, we don't really know the actual backgrounds of the people behind the members. But the levels that the people responsible for kind of creating the MAVE members in a way, like their musical talents and things like that, really impressed me. So I'm excited to see, one, the improvement, two, the evolution of what their sound is going to be. So here we go. Fortunately, it's 1K, so we don't have captions, but that's okay. Get the mouse off the screen. Okay, so we are going with this heavier EDM-y dance bop. I'm not mad at it. Peep the early vocal harmony. I like the sass. I'm loving the build. Nice, long, healthy build. It's a nice, heavy, punchy release. Oh, interesting hold. Guess saucy with the run one time. Is that a reference to your debut song? Little cheeky reference to your discography. Nice, hearty rap verse too. I mean, I don't think the length was any different, but it felt like it lasted a lot longer than I anticipated it would. I love how long this build is, though. In this pre-chorus, it just goes and goes and builds, keeps going, keeps going. And that holds nice, too. It's like an eerily amount of sound that gets cut out in that hold. Get saucy with the vocals. Get saucy with the vocals. Oh wow, we got an interlude before the bridge. I was wondering where that was gonna go. Oh, who is flying up there? No, I did not mean to punch my glasses off my face there at the end, but huh? I am kind of glad they kept that same kind of punchy EDM sound, and I mean this in the most respectful and the most praising way possible. I love that it reminds me of KDA. I love the type of music that KDA does. I had an EDM phase growing up, and it reminds me of that time when I was bopping along to the EDM tunes on my earbuds in the athletic department bus going back and forth from like golf meets and stuff. Yes, I play golf, don't judge me. But KDA, it's like that kind of EDM-y tune out of the K-pop scene, you don't really get outside of what Riot does with KDA. And sure, there's some artists out there who can do an EDM-y based sound, and I like those. But this is a very specific vein of EDM-y dance music. Or I guess that's redundant, isn't it? EDM is literally like electronic dance music. But this specific vein of EDM music really does not get utilized that much, specifically out of like the Korean music scene. So to have another option in MAVE to bring this type of sound to my ears, I'm not going to complain about whatsoever. I do like the intro. I love the way this song starts because it's exactly what I want from a song like this. Like already, at this point, you know exactly what type of sound it's going to be. The kind of slow muffled effect, then it slowly builds, boom, you get the drum fill, beat drop. Immediately. It's the kind of like key it's written in is very similar to the opening of More. Like the type of launchpad beat is a little bit different, but the key it's written in is very similar to KDA's More. That's a song I discovered last year. I think I found it a little bit later on, and I really fell in love with it. I loved the beat of it. What's My Name is the exact same way. I'm loving how the beat progresses. I love how the beat starts. Boom. This is one of those songs where I wish I had better headphones because I want to feel the bass in my head. I can hear it, but I want to feel it. Also, the different vocal textures we get through that first verse. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And that we're playing into a whole bunch of contrasts, right? We go from the really like kind of low vocals with the kind of synthy choral sections in the background providing the ad-libs. You get a contrast there, you get really pretty delicate smooth vocals, and then you get kind of like a snarky rap fill in between to break it up. You get another contrast there. You really kill the volume coming off of the end of the verse into the pre-chorus. You get another contrast there. You essentially get three different kinds of contrast all bundled up into one little section of the song, and it shows because your ears immediately lock into what's happening in the song. Contrast creates focus. in human nature. It doesn't matter what human sense it is, if there's a contrast, we're going to notice it. And that transition into this chorus drop, even though there is a little moment of like a break, if you want to call it that, in between the end of the build or the riser and the chorus drop, but you get that kind of like syncopated dun 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 drum fill that kind of holds it over. It's like you've got, I don't know, what's a good analogy for this? Say you drop like a glass and it instead of like shattering into a million pieces, it kind of like splits. So to hold it together, you just kind of grab a little bit of duct tape and hope it holds. It's like the singular drum hits you get is like really straining, but just barely holding the two parts of the song together, and you feel that tension as you listen to it. Like, and because you get that hold and the elasticity, that drop hits even harder. I love a good EDM tune, man. I do. There's a handful of genres that will kind of get me fired up and going. Rock, 80s retro, specifically like synth, 80s retro synth-based stuff, a ballad, and a really punchy EDM song. MAVE, for me, 2 for 2 on the punchy EDM sound. And if that's what they're going to continue to do, I am not going to be upset by that by any means. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, shoulder to lean on wherever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.